Hello, Coach Tina here. Who is ready for the month of May? I mean, who wants to make May matter? Today, we're going to be talking about goals, graduation, and greatness. How do they all connect? Well, stay with me and you're going to find out. But first, I want to make sure that we are live in the Facebook the way that we should be. And so give me just a moment to get that set up. And we'll be ready for business. I hope everybody's having a great Monday so far because I know this is a special Monday. And let me just get things in order. Okay. There we go, live in the Facebook, pinning it to featured, and then hopefully everybody will be able to find it without problem. I see I've got one of you on right now. Hello, happy Monday. As I mentioned, we are talking about May and goals, graduation, and greatness. 3 things that I think we're going to encounter this month if we are intentional. In fact, tell me in the comments below your number one thing that you are looking forward to this month. When you put your things in the comments, I'll be able to see who's out there. Even if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and do this because I want to start really holding us accountable to the things that we say are important to us. You see, I'm Coach Tina, and I am the Empowering Champions founder. I am a certified ULA life coach. And basically, I'm a 56-year-old who is completely passionate about helping women who know they are meant for more to celebrate their greatness. And this morning, I have Stacy on. Stacy's coming from Reno. Oh, she's doing a renovation of her kitchen. And wow, that's a big project, Stacy. I have been there, done that, and talk about stressful, right? But it's so exciting when it gets done. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the finished product, right? As we come into the month of May, it's taken her 3 years to do her kitchen remodel. Oh, that's so awful. My husband is like adamant when we do a remodel that we have to move out because of all the mess, and then it just gets done really quick. And I'm kind of the school of, wait a minute, can't we do it slow? But wow, it can, when we do it slow, it can compound how hard it is to get through it, right? I know when I was starting a business one time, we came up with a saying that we were trying to put on our tennis shoes while we were running. And I know that a kitchen remodel is kind of like that. I mean, life goes around, but yet you're in this middle of this chaos, right in that central hub of what you're trying to do. So, oh, wow, I can really feel how that could be stressful. I moved our entire kitchen upstairs with I had the bathroom sink and a burner and the microwave, and all the stuff so that we could make meals. And it was a crazy time for sure. I had the griddle and I had to plan out my meals, but wow, no sink for 2 months. That is crazy, crazy. So I feel for you very much, Stacy. And maybe this is the month, right? Finishing your kitchen. That would be outstanding. I really would hope that you get that experience for sure. Well, as I mentioned, we are going to be talking about, I'm frozen. Yummy. Okay, there we are. We're back. I was frozen for a moment, and I apologize about that. What I was mentioning is this is our Monday morning motivation, and we are talking about goals, graduation, and greatness. And as we get into the topic, I wanted to mention that I help women that know they're meant for more cultivate their greatness. And so we're going to start with greatness because greatness is your unique skills, talents, and abilities. It's you at your highest potential, you doing all the things that you know you are meant to do in this lifetime, not giving up and not having regrets. And when we work on that, we can learn and grow and share in those areas and really put forward the effort that's required to be the person you're meant to be versus that uphill battle where you're fighting everything and not making any ground. And I got to tell you, I've been there. I've been at that place where I almost gave up and I wasn't going to, I felt like I wasn't going to make a difference no matter what I did. And then I found the framework for the coaching that I do, and I followed it, and my life started to change. And I realized that I was meant for more, and it was time for me to embrace that greatness and get it out into the world. And I'm going to tell you, I am not perfect in any way, shape, or form. I am still trying to figure out how I get my greatness out there, but I'm making progress every day. And my goal as a life coach is to help other people make progress as well. See, cultivating greatness, this is a great time. I'm seeing my system not do there we go, cultivating greatness. It's the spring, right? We see growth all around us, but we all have these seeds of the projects and the hopes, the ideas that we have either are getting ready to plant or have already planted, and we're tending to them. We're helping them to get established and to grow in the way that we want. But it takes effort. It takes time to get what it is that we want to do. And what better time than the spring when we're motivated by all that we see around us? You know, every time I see a beautiful flower blooming, I know that God has a plan for all of us. And with us just being who we are, we don't have to be anything else than what we were designed to be. We can reach that pinnacle for us and we can have our success. So as we talked about this month, or when I thought about May, I started thinking about graduation. And graduation in the way of, this is the season of graduation, right? Now, maybe it won't be May for you. Maybe you live in an area of the world where graduation happens in June. But this time of year is usually the season where we see the harvest, right? Where we see the fruits of our labor starting to come into play. And of course, I loved this time of year for my kids. I was a teacher for many years as well. And spring meant we were about to go into a time of just enjoyment. Things were less chaotic when the kids were home. We didn't have to run to school and do all the things. We still had things that we were doing, but it wasn't the same as when we entered into summer. There was this feeling of relief that we were going to get to rest a bit. I have somehow adopted this mindset into my life, however. And when it starts to be spring, I think, oh, summer, longer days, more relaxing. We've got these things to do. And sometimes our goals can start to get waylaid because we focus more on the time period than we do on the goals. We let life catch up with us because I'm sure if you've ever had a graduation experience or you have one going on this month, you're saying to yourself, where did the time go? It went so quickly, you know, you did some stuff and now you're getting the acknowledgement of that hard work. But the time period to get there, that's where we have to start paying attention, because if we don't focus on the time that we have and really use it wisely, we will miss out on what it is we've set out to do. For instance, the weather in Oklahoma has been kind of crazy. And my husband and I, for the last month, have been talking about how this is the year we're going to put a garden in. We bought the seeds. We've kind of prepped an area in our yard, but then we decided we needed some dirt, and then we needed to go price some dirt, and then we got busy with other things, and then there was this, and then there was that. Long story short, we haven't planted the seeds yet. So we have all that we need, except for some dirt, but we haven't put it in place. We haven't done the steps that are going to get us to where we want to go. And if you're not careful, it can be like that. All of a sudden, it'll be too late for us to plant. And then we will be not able to benefit from what could have happened if we had planted those seeds in the right time. So I see a couple eyeballs on here. Don't forget to say hi if you're coming on. We're talking about goals, graduation, and greatness. And the goals piece to this is, how miraculous is it that we are sitting on the first day of the month and a Monday? I love the beginning of the month because it's the time to sit down and make my list of goals for the month. Sure, I have my big dreams, the big things that I'm working on, my quarterly projects, the 90-day dream that's out there. But you got to chunk it into things that are possible. And so when you look at this month, you've got to look at all the events going on, carve out time still to work on those goals. And because it's Monday, I always start each Monday looking at what are my goals for the week. Just like I wake up every day and think, what are my goals for this day? What are 3 things that I can do to work towards the monthly goals, the weekly goals, the quarterly goals, the big dreams? I'm a bit obsessed about goals, but that's who I am. That's how I was designed by God. That's my greatness, is being someone who writes down what they believe they want, adapts that, changes that, morphs that. But that's how I have found works for me. I recently found a notebook from when I was in high school, and I was laughing at my goals. It was like my junior year going into the summer, and I was writing down what I wanted to accomplish before graduation. And I thought it was amazing because I didn't remember that side of myself. I just kind of thought I woke up one day and decided to be a goal setter. But nope, when I look back in the past, I see all the times that I have written down goals and achieved them. And they say that only 3% of the population actually writes their goals down. And, because they're writing them down, they're more likely to complete them. But you have got to start with getting your goals on paper. That's what makes them real. Then you have to get them in a format that really works for you, because goals are the tool that make things happen. Okay. So when you use your goals that way, you will allow yourself to reach that level of success that you're reaching for. And what I am working towards in our community is every beginning of the month, I do a masterclass. Some people might call it a challenge, but it's a multi-day, 3-day masterclass starting on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Central. And we are using the same theme as last month, the From Procrastination to Desired Destination. Because what I recognize is most people, when they come into my group, will give me their goals and they will give me their obstacles. And their obstacles are very often themselves. And their goals are what they're working towards, but they don't always know the next steps, or haven't been successful breaking it down to the point where their goals are becoming achieved. And so as we have our master classes, we're setting ourselves up for that month. We're getting comfortable with what it is we're trying to do. We're making our plans. And we are going forward with our plan of how we are going to achieve those goals. So throughout the month, I'm checking in, helping you stay motivated, helping you be accountable to that goal, to be on task and on track with making progress, so that you can overcome those obstacles even before they happen. We can talk about them so that when they do happen, because life happens, you will be able to benefit. And then we celebrate our success. And that is the cycle in this community. Every month, we're working on, look, what are our goals? What do we need to be doing this month to reach what we want? And then celebrating how well we've done. Okay. So I would love to invite you to be a part of the masterclass. If you're interested, just put #May into the comments, and I will make sure you get the RSVP for the class. It's completely free. You can come in on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings, watch the lesson. Come with your goals. Today's the day. Sit down and think about this month. Think about what you would like to accomplish. And then let's get together Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, break down what's happening in your life this month, decide how we can use your strengths to accelerate what you need to be doing to make your dreams a reality. And then let's keep checking in with each other and make sure you're able to make those goals work. And for Stacy, maybe it's getting that kitchen remodel done. So I love it. I love it. And Kathy is checking in. Happy to have you here. I'm happy to have all of you here. So pleased that I get to come in every Monday morning and share some thoughts with you and hopefully get a chance to work with you this month on your goals. So go ahead, #May if you're wanting to come in and get some information. And my lovely friend Laura has made it on this morning. Thank you. Thank you. I think you're all wonderful. I'm looking forward to sharing May with you and hearing how the month has gone. So don't forget, write your goals down. First day of the month, first day of the week. You should be able to at least jot down 3 things that you are going to be focused on this month. Have a blessed day.